The purpose of today's religious meeting is to give a discourse on the altruistic intention to become enlightened.
The altruistic intent to become enlightened. Sounds esoteric and complicated. But His Holiness, the Dalai Lama of Tibet, sums up the philosophy behind Buddhism in a much simpler fashion. My philosophy, says the Dalai Lama, is kindness.
Let me have tea.
Dalai Lama is a Mongolian title, which means Ocean of Wisdom. Tibetans and Buddhists around the world believe this man, Tenzin Gyatso, to be the 14th reincarnation of the original Buddha of compassion. We talk a lot about heritage on our trips across Indiana. Well, imagine a heritage that spans 14 lifetimes. A recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, he has focused this life on the peaceful struggle to liberate his homeland of Tibet from Chinese communist rule. Today, he is the leader of the Tibetan government in exile in Dharamsala, India. This home away from home is where His Holiness works to preserve the compassionate heritage of an ancient land. But, strange as it may sound, the heritage of Tibet is also being preserved right here in the Hoosier heartland. On a summer morning amidst the rolling hills of Bloomington, Indiana, the Dalai Lama laid the cornerstone for a Buddhist temple dedicated to peace and compassion. The location was the Tibetan Cultural Center, founded by Thupten Norbu, a retired professor from Indiana University and native of Tibet. During the morning ceremonies, His Holiness also gave a traditional Buddhist teaching, the only one given during a week-long visit to the Midwest.
Just as you have searched with reason to investigate external objects, so one should search and investigate the nature of mind. As long as space endures and as long as sentient beings remain, may I too abide to dispel the miseries of the world.
So now that's about today's teaching. Whenever I perform, this practice or this teaching, this Buddhist teaching, I myself also always feel, oh, now I fulfill some purpose. There is no danger. So therefore,
Later, Mr. Norbu read a speech prepared in his native tongue. And although many in attendance couldn't understand the language, all knew the meaning behind the unfamiliar words, as Mr. Norbu made an emotional plea for the liberation of his homeland. For Buddhists, having the Dalai Lama pay a visit is much like having the Pope himself drop by your Catholic church, a momentous occasion that becomes one of life's cherished memories. But for Mr. Norbu, the visit of His Holiness was special for another reason. You see, Mr. Norbu is the Dalai Lama's older brother, and it's not often that these two siblings get a chance to visit face to face.
I think follow of any other any religions, we should practice sincerely. All the teaching should be part of our daily life. That is very important. One's own faith, teaching, remain just mere knowledge here and won't help. So the teaching should be part of our daily life.